Welcome to Science 3, Changes in Materials, Finding Better Ways. In this video, we will identify ways that changes in solid materials that can harm the environment. Let's start by asking this question. How can changes in solid materials harm the environment? Try to recall our previous lessons on changes in solid materials. What are some ways solid materials change physically? Some examples include melting ice or cutting paper. Today we're going to talk about other changes in solids. Some are harmless, but others can harm the environment. Let's learn about these changes. Another change to solids is crushing, or pressing or breaking something into smaller pieces. Crushed plastics break into tiny pieces called microplastics. Microplastics pollute water and harm animals. Sharp edges from crushed cans or broken glass can cause serious injuries to people and animals. These materials can clog drains, leading to flooding in communities. How do you handle crushed solid materials at home and in school? Another change to solids is heating. It is when we make something hot, which can cause it to melt, soften, or burn. Burning materials like paper and plastic releases smoke that pollutes the air. Smoke contains harmful gases that cause breathing problems and lung diseases. The gases trap the heat, making the environment hotter. What would happen if people burn their trash? When solid materials are burned, they do not just disappear. They turn into ash and harmful gases, causing air pollution that affects both people and the environment. Where have you seen rusty objects? Old metals, cans, fences, and vehicles if left outside. What happens when metal is left outside for a long time, especially in the rain? Rusting occurs when metal gets wet and is exposed to air for a long time. The water and air cause the metal to slowly break down and turn into rust, a reddish-brown coating. Rust weakens metal, making it break apart more easily. How do you think rusty objects harm people and the environment? Rusty metal can break into sharp pieces, which can cause injuries. If someone gets cut by rusty metal, he can get a serious infection called tetanus. Rusty metal can contaminate soil and water, making it unsafe for plants, animals, and people. Rusting damages metal objects and creates safety hazards and pollution in the environment. Imagine what will happen if people allow metals around them to rust. Can you share your ideas? What happened to old or used battery over time? Have you seen old batteries left outside or thrown in the trash? Leaking happens when liquid or chemicals slowly escape from objects like batteries. Batteries contain toxic chemicals that leak into the soil and water, poisoning the environment. Touching leaking batteries can cause burns or poisoning. When toxic chemicals enter rivers or lakes, they kill fish and pollute water, harming both animals and humans. Leaking batteries are one of the most dangerous sources of pollution, affecting both ecosystem and human health. Imagine what will happen if people leave or throw their leaking batteries anywhere. Can you share your ideas? Crushing, heating, rusting, and leaking in solid materials can harm people and the environment. They cause pollution, health risk, and land, air, and water damage. Understanding these harmful effects help us make better choices in handling waste and protecting our surroundings. Some changes in solid materials can harm the environment by polluting the land, water, and air, which affects plants, animals, and people. Crushed solid materials like plastic and glass can cause injuries, pollute water, and clog drains, leading to land and water pollution. Rusty metal can cause injuries and pollution. Leaking batteries release toxic chemicals that poison soil and water, harming plants, animals, and people. The harmful effects of crushing, heating, rusting, and leaking show the importance of properly handling waste to protect people and the environment.